feel like you are the center of their universe in just a couple of weeks, do not celebrate just yet. Be extremely careful. Real love takes time to grow, but fake love is almost always served in a hurry. In the first 30 days, it is terrifyingly easy to get blinded by sweet words, grand promises, and non-stop attention. We get so high on the excitement that we completely miss the sinister motive hiding right beneath the surface. And by the time we finally wake up to reality, the damage is already done. But not today. In this video, we are stripping away the mask. I am going to reveal the exact psychological red flags and hidden behavioral patterns that will prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, whether someone actually cares about you, or if they are just playing a game with your emotions. If you want to protect your heart, your time, and your mental sanity from getting destroyed by the wrong person, do not skip a single second of this video. Let's dive in and expose the truth. Love bombing. If someone seems too perfect during the first few weeks of a relationship, you are likely not experiencing real love. You are experiencing a carefully crafted performance. Real emotional connection takes time, patience, and shared experiences to build. Fake love, on the other hand, moves at lightning speed because it relies on intensity rather than depth. Most people fall for fake love in the first month not because they are naive, but because fake love mimics everything they have ever wanted to hear. It feels exciting, validating, and overwhelming, but intensity is not intimacy. In this video, we are going to break down the exact psychological patterns and behavioral red flags that reveal fake love within the first 30 days. By the end of this series, you will know precisely how to protect your heart, your time, and your sanity. Phase 1. The trap of love bombing. The very first sign of fake love in month 1 is love bombing. Love bombing happens when someone showers you with excessive affection, grand promises, expensive gifts, or non-stop communication right after meeting you. They will tell you that you are their soulmate on day 3. They will talk about moving in together, traveling the world, or getting married before they even know your middle name or your biggest fears. This feels incredible on the surface because human beings crave appreciation and validation. But genuine love is grounded in reality. A person cannot truly love you in week 2 because they do not actually know you yet. They only love the idea of you, or worse, they are using intensity to fast-track your trust. When someone rushes the timeline, they are trying to create an artificial sense of intimacy. They want you to drop your guards and skip the normal evaluation period every healthy relationship requires. Pay close attention to how they react if you ask them to slow down. A person with genuine intentions will respect your boundaries and appreciate your desire to take things step by step. A person giving you fake love will get defensive, guilt-trip you, or make you feel bad for asking for space. Phase 2. Words that never match actions. The second major indicator of fake love during the first month is a constant mismatch between what they say and what they actually do. In the first few weeks, talk is cheap. Anyone can send you good morning texts, tell you that you are beautiful, or make big promises about the future. Fake love relies heavily on verbal grandiosity. They will promise to take you on amazing dates, introduce you to their friends, or help you with your goals. But as the days turn into weeks, you will notice a consistent pattern of excuses. They cancel plans at the last minute, for vague reasons. They forget small details you shared with them. They make bold statements about how much they care, but when you actually need a hand or a listening ear, they are suddenly unavailable. Real love is demonstrated through consistency, reliability, and small daily actions. Fake love exists almost entirely in promises that never materialize. If you find yourself constantly defending their lack of effort based on what they said, you are already falling for the illusion. Phase 3. Total lack of emotional curiosity. The third sign to look out for in month 1 is a complete lack of genuine curiosity about who you really are. Notice the structure of your conversations. When you speak, are they truly listening, or are they just waiting for their turn to talk? A person offering fake love loves the way you make them feel, but they have very little interest in your internal world. They rarely ask deep questions about your past, your values, your fears, or your long-term goals. If they do ask, they rarely remember your answers later on. Instead, they keep conversations focused on surface-level topics, superficial compliments, or entirely on themselves. They treat you like an audience member in their personal show, rather than an equal partner in a shared dynamic. When you share something vulnerable or express a bad day, a fake partner will quickly shift the topic back to something comfortable, or downplay your feelings altogether. They lack the capacity for real empathy because their main goal is self-gratification, not mutual understanding. Now that we have covered love bombing, broken promises, and the lack of real curiosity, it is time to look at the more subtle, manipulative behaviors that start surfacing around weeks 2 and 3. Fake love rarely stays passive for long. Once the initial charm offensive is locked in, the person showing fake love will start testing your limits to see how much emotional leverage they can gain over you. Phase 4. How they react to your boundaries. The ultimate stress test for any new relationship in the first month is how the other person responds when you say the word no. Healthy love respects boundaries. Fake love views boundaries as obstacles. In the first few weeks, try setting a simple, reasonable boundary. Tell them you cannot meet up because you have plans with your friends, work commitments, or simply need a night alone to recharge. Observe their reaction carefully. A person with sincere intentions will say, "No problem, enjoy your night, let's catch up tomorrow." A person offering fake love, however, will respond with subtle guilt, passive aggressiveness, or sudden emotional coldness. They might say things like, "I guess I care about this more than you do," or, "If you really liked me, you'd make time." This is not passion, it is control. They are testing whether you will abandon your own needs and schedule to keep them happy. If they cannot respect your space in month 1 when things are supposed to be easy, they will completely steamroll your boundaries later on. Phase 5. The instant victim narrative. Pay extremely close attention to how they describe their past relationships during those early late-night conversations. If every single one of their exes was crazy, toxic, or abusive, and they claim to be the innocent victim in every story, consider this a massive red flag. While people do go through genuine heartbreak and bad relationships, emotionally mature individuals take accountability for their part in past dynamics. They can acknowledge what went wrong without villainizing everyone they have ever dated. When someone paints themselves as an eternal victim who has never been understood until they met you, they are setting up a dangerous narrative. First, they are putting you on a pedestal so high that you will inevitably fall off the moment you make a mistake. Second, they are warning you that if things do not go their way, you will eventually become the next crazy ex in their story. Fake love uses pity to speed up your emotional attachment. It makes you want to rescue them, fix them, or prove that you are different from everyone else. Real love does not need a savior. It needs a partner. Phase 6. Hot and cold behavior. Intermittent reinforcement. By the 3rd or 4th week of fake love, you will almost always experience the dreaded hot and cold cycle. One day, they are texting you every hour, calling you pet names, and planning your future together. The next day, their replies become short, cold, and distant. You are left wondering what you did wrong, reviewing past messages and anxiously waiting for their attention to return. Then, just as you start pulling away, they suddenly flip the switch and become warm, attentive, and overly loving again. Psychologically, this is called intermittent reinforcement, and it is the most addictive form of emotional manipulation. It creates an emotional roller coaster where your brain becomes addicted to the high of their return after the low of their absence. Real love is steady, predictable, and comforting. It does not leave you checking your phone with anxiety or feeling like you are walking on eggshells. If a relationship feels like a dramatic soap opera in the very first month, it is built on instability, not genuine care. By now, you know how to spot love bombing, broken promises, boundary violations, and emotional hot and cold games. In this final phase, we are going to expose the true motivation behind fake love and give you the exact mental framework to walk away before getting hurt. Phase 7. The hidden agenda. What are they really after? Fake love is never given for free. It always comes with a hidden price tag. By the end of the first month, the true motivation behind their fast-paced affection will begin to surface. You need to ask yourself one critical question. What are they getting out of this relationship right now? For some, fake love is about transactional gains. They might start subtly asking for financial favors, free places to stay, professional connections, or expensive gifts under the guise of helping each other out. For others, fake love is about ego validation and status. They want someone attractive or successful on their arm to boost their own self-esteem, show off on social media, or make an ex jealous. You are not a partner to them. You are an accessory. Finally, for many, fake love is about control and distraction. They use a fast relationship to avoid dealing with their own personal chaos, loneliness, or emotional baggage. When you stop providing whatever secondary benefit they are seeking, whether it is money, constant ego boosts, or complete compliance, their love vanishes almost overnight. Real love values you for who you are. Fake love values you for what you can provide. Phase 8. The gut feeling test. Your internal alarm. Your logical mind can be tricked by sweet words, but your body almost always knows the truth before your brain accepts it. During the first 30 days, pay close attention to your physical and emotional baseline around this person. Do you feel calm, safe, and grounded after spending time with them? Or do you feel anxious, exhausted, confused, and hypervigilant? When you are experiencing real love, your nervous system feels settled. You do not spend hours overanalyzing their texts, second-guessing your worth, or feeling like you are one wrong sentence away from losing them. Fake love keeps your nervous system in a constant state of fight or flight. If you feel a persistent knot in your stomach, if your sleep is disrupted, or if you feel a strange sense of dread despite how perfect things look on paper, trust your instinct. Your gut feeling is not paranoia. It is your subconscious mind processing red flags faster than your conscious mind can rationalize them. Phase 9. How to safely walk away in month 1. If you have recognized these patterns in your current relationship, the best time to leave is right now. Month 1 is the easiest time to exit, because deep trauma bonds have not yet fully formed. Here is how you handle it cleanly and decisively. 1. Keep it simple and direct. You do not owe them a long, drawn-out debate or a courtroom trial of evidence. Simply state that you do not feel the connection is right for you, and that you are moving on. 2. Do not negotiate. A person who gave you fake love will try to love bomb you all over again, make dramatic promises to change, or guilt trip you into staying. Hold your ground. 3. Block and create distance. If they refuse to respect your decision to walk away, cut off access. Do not leave doors open for intermittent check-ins that drag you back into the cycle. Final thoughts. Choosing reality over illusion. It is far better to be single and clear-headed than to be in a relationship built on smoke and mirrors. Never let your desire for love blind you to the reality of how someone actually treats you. Genuine love does not crash into your life like a hurricane. It arrives like a steady breeze, consistent, peaceful, and real. Protect your peace. Trust your intuition, and settle for nothing less than authentic connection. At the end of the day, real love will never make you feel like you are walking on eggshells, guessing your worth, or competing for someone's basic attention. If you recognized any of these signs in your relationship, take a step back and trust what your gut is telling you. It is always better to face a painful truth today than to suffer through a broken heart tomorrow. Remember, you deserve a connection that brings you peace, not constant confusion and anxiety. Never settle for someone who treats you like an option or an accessory. If this video gave you clarity or helped you see things from a different perspective, hit that like button right now. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or your own experiences. Your story might just help someone else who is going through the exact same thing. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode on mastering your mind, your relationships, and your life. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your standards high, and I will see you in the next video.